The events in this program are inspired by a true story. Names, dates, and details have been changed. Viewer discretion is advised. On this episode of Bizarre Murders.
Roll camera. And action.
Blake and Eden play star-crossed lovers on the most popular soap opera on TV.
Patch, I'm sorry. He looked exactly like you.
Their legions of fans are obsessed with the on-screen couple and the passion of their relationship.
No! It has to end.
But when one of them ends up dead and thrown away like trash, detectives come knocking on the door of the small-screen melodrama,
I'm not coming out.
looking for answers. Los Angeles, California, 2013. On a warm summer morning, a former model turned actress takes her daily stroll to a local strip mall.
That is one swanky shoe.
When she makes a surprising discovery in the car park. Detective Byers is called to the site.
Do something about this. They don't deserve to live.
It's that actor chick.
He identifies the body as soap opera star Eden from The Liars and the Lustful.
Let's cut.
Eden's father, John,
Eden, honey.
is the director and creator of the most watched soap in the country.
Trixie's devastated. Patch has just stormed out the door, so we really need to amp up the emotion.
Okay, got it.
All right, let's go again. Roll camera. And action.
She's so young.
Detective Byers believes Eden was most likely bludgeoned to death by the trophy she won as part of the most famous soap opera couple ever to hit the small screen.
All right, everybody, step back.
Why would anybody do this?
When a celebrity is killed, it can be hard to keep the investigation under wraps.
Give us some space.
Give me some space.
As an investigator, knowledge is power, and holding back key points of the investigation from the media is a very strategic move. You see, that way, if someone gives up information only the killer would know, then bam, you've got yourself your prime suspect.
The first suspect on Detective Byers' radar is Eden's husband and agent, Ty.
So, Ty, how did you two meet?
On set. She's a client of mine.
He's taken her from unknown actress to soap opera star to worldwide brand.
Ever any fights?
No. I mean, you argue, but no big fights.
The spouse is always the first person investigators look at. Was he cheating? Was she cheating? Did he get jealous and decide to off her?
Ever get physical?
No.
It sounds like I'm recounting a soap opera plot, but believe me, this stuff happens all too often in real life.
She was my everything. We were a dynamic duo. I would never hurt her.
Ty tells the detective that on the night of the murder, he had dinner at Mr. Chow with two of his most famous clients.
Robert De Niro and Cleveland Eastwood, you know them?
Actor type?
Yeah.
Not only did other diners see him there, he was photographed by the paparazzi going into the restaurant.
The bad thing about being famous in Hollywood is that you can't go anywhere without being watched or followed. Just ask the Kardashians. The paparazzi can be a menace, but if you're an innocent man being questioned for the murder of your wife, and they can provide you an alibi, maybe there is a use for the paps after all.
After confirming Ty's alibi, Detective Byers is searching for his new lead
Detective Byers?
Yes, how can I help you?
when it literally walks through the door.
I have some information about Trixie's murder.
Really?
Blanche, who found Eden, tells the detective that she's an avid fan of the soap opera, The Liars and the Lustful.
For 20 years, I haven't missed a single episode. What are they going to do next season?
I don't know. I don't watch it.
I was so honored to be the one to have found her body. You know, my apartment is right across the street from there.
The day of the murder, she remembers seeing a car idled for a long time.
My antenna went up, and I knew something wasn't right.
It seemed suspicious enough for Blanche to write down the license plate number.
In the case of a celebrity death, everybody's got a theory, and rumors spread like a California wildfire. Usually, amateur detectives are a nuisance for cops, but in this case, an avid fan's keen eye just might turn this case around.
You know, we all need to pull together to find Trixie's killer.
Eden. Eden's killer.
Pardon?
Never mind.
A search of the license plates reveals that one of the cars belongs to Eden, and the other belongs to Blake, Eden's co-star, AKA Patch.
This kind of lucky break doesn't happen often in my line of work. Usually detectives just pound the pavement day after day, putting their case together. But sometimes, even the grittiest jobs are sprinkled with Hollywood stardust. So when it happens, you just look up and thank your lucky stars.
2 years ago, Blake was a struggling actor who worked as a stripper by night while auditioning during the day. A good Midwestern farm boy with more looks than talent, he came to Hollywood to fulfill his lifelong dream of winning an Oscar. But when he couldn't find work, he used the one thing he did have in his arsenal to pay the bills: his body. It's also where he met his wife, Cassie.
Why did you have him follow me?
Because I've learned something about you, Trixie. I've learned I can't trust you anymore.
Eventually, he gets his lucky break and lands a plum role on The Liars and the Lustful.
I can't live without you.
Patch, I love you.
He's cast as Patch, the tempestuous, impulsive lover of Eden's character, Trixie.
And I hate you.
Their drama-filled relationship soon thrust them into fame's bright spotlight, and fans can't get enough of their favorite couple.
Blake.
Detective Byers asks Blake to come down to the station for questioning.
For you, sir.
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks.
More for my fans.
We have a little problem, Blake. Your car was seen in the parking lot where Eden was murdered.
That's absurd, Detective. I mean, there's no way that's even possible.
Blake insists the witness must be mistaken. He claims he stayed in all day with his wife.
Do you know there's a surveillance camera in a store in that parking lot? Sees your car, plain as day.
In cop parlance, this is called a bluff. You know your suspect is lying, but you have no proof. So you bend the truth a little bit just to see if you can force his hand. With a little luck and a half-decent performance, he'll crack.
Okay, yeah. I'll tell you what you want to know, but you're not gonna like it.
Try me.
Detective Byers beat Blake at his own game and tricked him into confessing. Now let's see if Blake will spin another tall tale or finally cop to the truth.
Why was your car there, Blake?
Under pressure from Detective Byers, Blake cracks.
Well, the only reason my car was there is because Eden asked me to come and meet her.
Patch, I'm sorry. He looked exactly like you. I love you.
Blake tells Detective Byers that he and Eden are friendly on set.
I know.
But according to Blake,
No, cut.
6 months into their torrid on-screen affair,
Terrific. Really doing great, but
Eden begins to fall for her co-star.
we need you to play harder to get, to make her work for it.
She flirts incessantly, hoping for a passionate relationship off-screen as well.
A little higher. All right, good?
Yep.
All right, let's go again. And roll sound.
Blake denies her advances,
Thank you.
trying to concentrate solely on the work.
Blakey, we've got a few minutes before our next scene, so I was thinking that we could...
Eden, no, let's save our passion for the screen, okay?
You suck.
Eden.
Tired of being rejected, Eden refuses to return to the set.
I'm not coming out!
Come on, honey, come on out.
Go away!
They shut down filming for the day,
Blake,
but not before Blake is given a warning.
I need you to fix this. Production's counting on you.
Concerned he'll be fired, Blake reaches out to Eden. He doesn't want his first big break to be his last big break. And if Eden doesn't return to set, he fears it's his neck on the line.
Wish me luck, man.
Knowing how volatile Eden can be, Blake treads lightly.
I really want us to get along, Eden.
Really?
But Eden takes his peace offering
Eden,
as a come on.
no, I'm married.
So am I. What's that got to do with it?
Eden, our love exists. It's on screen through Patch and Trixie.
No. If I can't have you, no one will.
In a fit of rage, Eden attacks Blake.
No!
Trying to fend her off, he grabs the only thing in sight, his trophy, and slams it into Eden's head.
Oh my gosh. Eden! No! 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 I never meant to hurt her. I just panicked.
Thank you. That's your story.
Yes.
Then how do you explain that?
Detective Byers tells Blake that the fingerprints on the trophy that bludgeoned Eden weren't his.
They're your wife's.
That's impossible. She would never do this.
Blake and Cassie marry shortly after meeting and get an unexpected wedding present
And this is the kitchen?
when Blake lands the part of Patch on The Liars and the Lustful.
What do you think of this?
Oh, wow.
Not bad, eh?
This is so cool.
I know, right?
Cassie thinks they've hit the jackpot
My, oh my, who do we have here?
until she meets Eden, his beautiful co-star.
Blake,
Oh, Blake, we've been expecting you.
really, you've heard of me already.
Of course, you're my new lover. Wow.
That's a huge compliment. I mean, quite frankly, I just wanted to let you know that I am a huge fan of your work. No, I think you're an
making
artist.
me blush. You're gonna turn me all pink. Stop.
Cassie gets more and more jealous as Patch and Trixie's on-screen love affair grows.
What is this?
Babe, it's just a part. She means nothing to me, I mean it.
Shush!
But Cassie can't stop obsessing.
So let's backtrack a second. Cassie's prints were found on the murder weapon, and she's clearly green with envy over her husband's relationship with Eden. A jealous lover killing their rival is not just the makings of a good soap opera plot. It happens all the time in real life. I've seen the most reasonable people lose it because they think their loved one is cheating on them. The problem is, once they get the seed of doubt planted deep in their mind,
That is not nothing.
they can't get it out. And they obsess over it until it becomes so overwhelming that the only way to release the mounting pressure is to confront it. I'm sensing hints of fatal attraction. You know what I mean?
Have a seat.
Am I in trouble?
Looks like detectives are honing in on Blake's wife, Cassie. She can't deny her fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. But that doesn't mean that's the end of the story. It's my guess she's got a tale of her own to tell.
Funny thing is, the bloody fingerprints are yours.
It's not what you think.
Cassie cracks under the pressure.
Eden was in love with him.
She confirms Blake's claim that Eden was aggressively pursuing a relationship with him.
She kept making advances and he kept saying, I'm married.
But that's where the similarities between Blake and Cassie's story ends.
Babe, this is fantastic. Thank you so much for tonight.
welcome.
Wine, chocolate, maybe we could do a little bit less with the chocolate.
I
But
don't think we need less chocolate.
anyway, babe, I actually got a new copy of the script and
The day of the murder, Blake tells Cassie that Eden wants to meet with him to rehearse an upcoming scene.
Do you really think I'm that stupid?
Believing that Eden has finally got her claws into Blake,
I'm on to you.
no, Cassie cakes, come on.
Cassie accuses him of cheating on her.
Why would I want her when I have you? Babe, no, calm down. It's okay.
Good.
In an attempt to calm Cassie down, he invites her along to the rehearsal.
I'll show you. It's all very innocent. You'll see.
Cassie hides in the back seat of the car as Blake meets with Eden
Hi, Blakey Doodle.
and soon gets proof her suspicions were right.
I guess we won't be needing this.
Eden, no, I'm married. Our love exists. It's just on screen through Patch and Trixie.
No. If I can't have you, no one will.
Worried Eden is about to kill her husband, Cassie comes to Blake's defense and grabs the closest thing to her.
Cassie, what have you done?
Cassie insists that she hit Eden in self-defense.
I mean, she was gonna kill him. What was I supposed to do? You should have seen the look in her eyes.
She tells Detective Byers that Blake confessed to protect her, but he had nothing to do with it.
Really?
Looking for the truth, Detective Byers sets out to talk to the cast and crew of The Liars and the Lustful.
Detective Byers.
John, sorry about your loss.
Thank you.
He quickly discovers that Blake's story about Eden's obsession is a little more fiction than fact.
Eden loved her husband. They were a match made in heaven.
As the detective delves deeper into the soap opera world, he learns that Blake is known as a method actor.
He took his craft very seriously.
For those of you who aren't in the know, the method is a style of acting where the actor totally immerses himself in the role and tries to truly experience the emotions of their character.
He wanted us to call him Patch even when the cameras weren't rolling.
Seriously?
It all sounds a little complicated to me, but hey, I'm not an actor, so I'm gonna leave it to the pros.
On the day of Eden's murder, John surprises the cast by writing Blake out of the show.
Cut, that's a wrap.
He feels a dramatic breakup scene is exactly what their ratings need.
John.
Yes.
Blake begs John to reconsider the breakup of Trixie and Patch.
I have so much more story to tell.
But John refuses.
There's not a chance, Blake. It's for the best. Really good work.
Hey, Eden, I need you to talk to your father.
Blake, I'm sorry. Once my dad's made up his mind, there's no changing it.
The desperation of a person trying to get what they want can drive them to do unspeakable things. And Blake is one desperate dude, but this is taking things to the extreme. He's sunk so far into his role that he's unable to distinguish what is real and what isn't. There's a different word for that in my line of work. It's called delusional.
Hey, I need to talk to you in person.
Hey buddy.
It can't end like this.
Are you okay?
Can you meet me somewhere?
Yeah, sure. Just let me know where.
Okay, thanks, hon.
So this flies in the face of what both Blake and Cassie told Detective Byers. If Blake arranged for the meeting, not Eden, then that puts things in a totally different light. It speaks to intent and it speaks to premeditation. Did Blake have it in his mind to make Eden pay because he was being cut from the show? Was he going to threaten her and then things went sideways? Or was his plan always to get rid of Eden for good? Right now, Blake's motivation isn't clear. But either way, he's writing the final act of his one-man show, and it ain't gonna be pretty.
Detective Byers now knows that both Blake and Cassie are lying to him. But he gets an even bigger surprise when the autopsy reports come back. It reveals Eden died not by a blow to the head as originally suspected, but by strangulation.
The detective has two versions of Eden's death, and neither one of them involve strangling someone to death in self-defense. So what does that mean to Detective Byers? The short answer is this: someone's lying.
So,
Detective Byers confronts Blake with the evidence that Eden was strangled,
what do you have to say about that?
directly contradicting Blake's earlier story of killing Eden in self-defense.
Cough it up. What's the real story?
The actor's tough exterior crumbles.
You got me.
He tells the detective he had no choice.
She deserved it.
When Blake gets home from set after performing his final love scene with Eden, he's devastated.
She broke up with me.
What?
Trixie broke up with me. They're cutting me from the show.
Blake lies to Cassie, telling her John would prefer to keep Patch on the show rather than Trixie, but he can't fire his own daughter.
She is nothing but trouble. First, she tries to steal my man, and then she gets you fired?
There is another way.
What do you mean?
This, my friends, is a brilliant course in Manipulation 101. Playing on someone's insecurities is a surefire way to get them to do what you want. In this case, Blake needs an accomplice, and he knows his wife's jealousy will cause her to go along with just about any plan he suggests.
We need to kill Trixie.
You mean Eden?
Yes, of course. Eden, we need to kill Eden.
In an attempt to get rid of her biggest rival and finally have her husband all to herself,
Let's do it.
Cassie agrees.
How you doing, buddy?
You shouldn't have done it, Trixie.
What? Blake, that's my character. It's Eden here. What's up?
You never should have broken up with me.
Are you okay?
Get your hands off of him! No! Take that, you man-stealer!
When they're sure she's passed out,
You can't say I didn't warn you, Trixie!
Blake proceeds to strangle Eden to death with his own hands.
Cassie and I went out for sushi afterwards, and I got California rolls because I don't really like raw fish, but she ended up getting this.
Blake! Why did you do it?
She broke up with me.
You mean your characters broke up? On TV?
No, I mean, Trixie broke up with me. Patch.
Get up.
Detective Byers charges Blake and Cassie
Turn around.
with first-degree murder.
It's over, Blake.
Patch. You can call me Patch.
They both receive a life sentence for murdering Eden.
By the way, can I get my trophy back after all this?
No.
The fact that Blake cares more about his soap opera award than the human life only reinforces what we know about him. He's living in an alternate reality, kind of method acting his way through life.
While in prison, Blake and Cassie divorce. But Blake doesn't stay single for long. He soon takes up with a pen pal, a longtime fan of The Liars and the Lustful. She agrees to call him Patch.
So what we have here is a man unable to distinguish fantasy from reality. In Blake's mind, he was his character, and when Trixie broke up with Patch, Blake felt the anger and humiliation that goes along with being ditched like a hot potato. And because he probably suffers from some type of narcissistic personality disorder, there was no way he was going to let her treatment of him go unpunished. It was easy for him to get Cassie to agree to the plan because she hated Eden and figured if she was out of the picture, they would live happily ever after. But while planning the perfect murder may work out in soap operas, it rarely happens in real life. In reality, the couple that kills together doesn't stay together. But somehow I don't think Blake, or rather Patch, really minds. I guess there are advantages to living in a fantasy world.